Your liver does not need a detox tea. It does not need a 7-day cleanse. It does not need a miracle powder. Your liver is already part of the system that processes substances inside your body. The strange part is that people keep trying to detox the organ that is already doing the work. The internet sells a simple story. Your body is full of toxins. Your liver is overloaded. Buy this drink. Follow this cleanse. Flush everything out. But before believing the promise, ask the Feynman question. Which toxin exactly, and how is this product removing it? The word toxin sounds scientific, but it is often used without precision. Some substances can genuinely harm the body, but vague fear is not a diagnosis. A responsible health claim should identify the substance, the dose, the mechanism, and the evidence. Your body is not a dirty tank that needs to be emptied every Monday morning. It is a living system. Food enters. Nutrients are absorbed. Chemicals are processed. Wastes are removed. Different organs perform different jobs continuously, whether or not you buy a wellness product. Your liver sits in the upper right side of your abdomen. It performs many essential jobs. It helps process nutrients, supports digestion, stores energy, and handles substances that arrive through the bloodstream. It is not a passive sponge. It is an active chemical processing center. Imagine a factory with several departments. One department receives materials. Another stores them. Another changes them into useful forms. Another prepares certain substances for removal. The liver is not doing one job. It is coordinating many jobs at the same time. After digestion, many absorbed nutrients travel through the bloodstream toward the liver. The liver stores, processes, and redistributes them according to the body's needs. It helps decide whether energy should be used now, stored for later, or transformed into another form. The liver does not work alone. Your kidneys also play a major role. They filter blood, return useful substances to circulation, and remove waste through urine. Detoxification is not one magical event. It is a coordinated system working quietly in the background. Your digestive tract matters too. Some material leaves the body through bowel movements. The lungs remove carbon dioxide when you breathe out. The body has several routes for handling and removing substances. A single bottle does not replace an entire biological network. A cleanse may make the scale move quickly, but fast change on the scale does not prove that mysterious toxins have disappeared. Restrictive programs may reduce calories or change water balance temporarily. A dramatic number can create a convincing story even when the explanation is incomplete. Juice can contain nutrients, but a juice-only routine is not the same as a balanced diet. When food is reduced to a narrow liquid plan, important components may be missing. A short-term restriction should not be confused with a long-term strategy for health. A tea may be enjoyable. Water may support hydration. A warm drink may become part of a calming routine. But printing the word detox on the package does not prove that the product removes harmful substances from your body more effectively. The word natural creates a comforting feeling. But nature contains powerful chemicals too. A supplement can interact with medication. A herbal product can create side effects. A product sold beside vitamins is not automatically harmless. People sometimes take several supplements to protect the liver, but the liver may still need to process the substances inside those products. Before adding another capsule, ask a better question. Do I need it? Is there evidence for it? And could it interact with something else? The label does not always tell the whole story. Regulators have warned consumers about some detox products containing hidden drug ingredients. The wellness shelf can look gentle and harmless, but marketing language is not a substitute for product quality and medical guidance. Your liver is capable, but it is not invincible. Viral infections, certain drugs, harmful substances, excessive alcohol use, and long-term injury can damage the liver. The right lesson is not to fear everything. The lesson is to reduce avoidable harm. Fat can accumulate in the liver. Fatty liver disease is not always obvious. Some people may have few noticeable symptoms. The body does not always create a dramatic warning immediately. This is why prevention and appropriate medical evaluation matter. A single sugary drink does not define your health. The repeated pattern matters. When sugary beverages and heavily processed foods become daily defaults, The body receives a different energy environment than it receives from a balanced eating pattern. Alcohol also changes the equation. The liver processes alcohol, but processing does not mean unlimited tolerance. Repeated excessive alcohol consumption can damage the liver. A detox drink after heavy drinking does not erase the exposure that already occurred. You cannot negotiate with biology using a weekend cycle. Stress the body, cleanse the body. Repeat. A green drink on Monday does not cancel a harmful pattern from the weekend. The liver responds to the pattern, not the branding. If fatty liver disease is a concern, the answer is not a starvation challenge. Rapid weight loss and malnutrition can make liver disease worse. Sustainable change is less dramatic, but biology often responds better to gradual improvement than to extreme swings. Physical activity matters. Movement helps support metabolic health and can benefit people with fatty liver disease. Even when weight loss is not the only outcome, a daily walk may look less exciting than a detox kit, but boring habits often have better evidence. Strength training can also become part of a healthier routine. Your muscles use energy. Movement changes the metabolic environment. The organs do not live in separate departments. When you challenge your muscles appropriately, the rest of the body receives a different signal. Your liver does not need one perfect food. It experiences your overall pattern. Vegetables, fruit, legumes, whole grains, appropriate protein sources, and reasonable portions build a different daily environment than repeated sugary drinks, heavy alcohol use, and heavily processed meals. Drink water because hydration matters. But do not turn water into a magical solvent that washes every problem away. The body manages fluid balance carefully. More is not always better. A healthy habit does not need an exaggerated explanation. Sleep is not a liver cleanse, but poor sleep can make daily habits harder to manage. When you are exhausted, convenience foods, late caffeine, inactivity, and impulsive choices can become more likely. Health patterns often connect indirectly. The liver often performs its work without demanding your attention. That silence can create a false sense of security. People may assume that no pain means no problem, but some liver conditions develop quietly. Prevention matters before symptoms become obvious. Blood tests can provide useful clues about liver health, but one abnormal number does not explain the cause. Medication, alcohol use, infection, metabolic health, and other factors may matter. Interpretation belongs in the proper clinical context. A health video can explain principles. It cannot diagnose liver disease. Fatigue alone does not prove that your liver is damaged. Bloating alone does not prove that you need a cleanse. Persistent concerns deserve qualified medical assessment. Seek medical advice for concerning symptoms, such as yellowing of the eyes or skin, unexplained swelling, persistent abdominal discomfort, unusual weakness, or other changes that worry you. Do not use a detox product to delay proper evaluation. Before taking a supplement, ask whether it is necessary, whether evidence supports the claim, and whether it can interact with medications or health conditions. A pharmacist or qualified healthcare professional can help you make a more informed decision. Marketing works by making the promise large and the details small. Detox, reset, purify, flush, cleanse. But the body does not respond to attractive words. It responds to substances, doses, timing, and repeated habits. Try a realistic 7-day experiment. Replace one sugary drink with water. Add one balanced meal. Walk regularly. Reduce avoidable alcohol exposure. Review unnecessary supplements. Protect sleep. Do not buy a cleanse. Observe what sustainable improvement feels like. Look at the products in your kitchen or bathroom. Which ones solve a clearly defined problem? Which ones have evidence? Which ones were purchased because a video created anxiety? Curiosity is useful. Fear-driven shopping is not a health strategy. Now audit your routine. What do you drink every day? How often do you move? What does a normal meal look like? How much alcohol is present? How consistently do you sleep? The liver experiences the ordinary day more often than the occasional cleanse. The wellness industry sells novelty. Biology often rewards repetition. A walk, a balanced meal, a reasonable portion, less alcohol, better sleep, appropriate medical care. These habits are difficult to market because they are not mysterious. But mystery is not the same as effectiveness. Some liver conditions require proper testing and treatment. Viral hepatitis, advanced liver disease, medication-related injury, and other conditions are not lifestyle puzzles to solve alone. Seek qualified care. A cleanse is not a substitute for diagnosis. Here is a Feynman test. Can you explain the detox truth in one sentence? Try this. Your body already has systems that process and remove waste, and no miracle drink can replace the organs doing that work every day. Your liver does not need punishment. It needs support. Reduce avoidable harm. Build a realistic food pattern. Move regularly. Be cautious with supplements. Seek medical advice when concerns persist. Health is not a dramatic reset. It is a quieter pattern. Your liver does not need a detox. Your body already has a detox system. Respect it. Support it. Stop asking a bottle to perform the work of an entire biological network. Because the most powerful cleanse is not a product. It is a healthier routine repeated long enough to matter.